All right, I'd like to welcome everybody to the Devin Smith PS4 Sports League Network, live on YouTube, PS4 live stream, Joe Price Facebook. All right, we have game 41 coming up of the Philadelphia 76ers, and we have the Washington Wizards traveling into Wells Fargo to take on the Sixers. This should be an excellent game coming up. I'm excited about it, and I hope that you are. I'd like to thank all of my supporters from YouTube, also my subscribers. I'd like to thank so many of the subscribers for the support for this Devin Smith PS4 Sports League Network channel. We're going into our third year. This is a beautiful new year of 2020, and I definitely hope to keep more sports content coming to you. You can also friend me on Facebook under the name Joe Price to see behind the scenes sports content that I make before I hit YouTube. And you can also friend me on my Hall of Fame Facebook that I haven't been operating that Facebook for some time. It's known as Joe Price Hall of Fame. That is the Facebook. Okay? So anyway, once again, I'd like to thank all my supporters of the Devin Smith channel who have been following my sports content for about 3 years, who are also supporters of franchise mode. I know I play very long seasons. That's my forte. It's not always easy to play long seasons, but I'm definitely one of the individuals I know on YouTube that I'm known for playing long seasons, very long seasons. I love the realistic gameplay, the simulation gameplay. Sports that's close to real life in video game format. NBA 2K, Madden, The Show, NHL, excellent game. Winter sport. I love to play close to the realistic rules and games. So that's why I do a lot of franchise modes. But anyway, Gran Turismo has been also something else I've been working on. College football, I'm late. I'm very late with college football, but hopefully I'll continue on with college football. Okay, we're in week 1 of college football. We're going to keep college football going. I'm loving that college football game. All right, but anyway, let's get down to this great game here. Wizards 14-25. Man, they're trying to get their season together, and they're going to be taking on Philadelphia Sixers in Wells Fargo. Let's get this game underway. Yeah.
And welcome to Philadelphia. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, as an East Coast guy, you've traveled the globe. You can appreciate the thirst and passion of these fans.
There's no doubt about it. It lives here in Philadelphia. And how about only a couple of years ago, this team had just won 28 games. Now we're talking about them potentially winning an NBA championship.
They've waited a long time, and now perhaps comes the reward. The Wizards begin the game with the basketball. Wall. Simmons to Richardson. Fires the three. His first effort off the mark.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Oh, yeah.
He gets it.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Wall into the front court. Looking to make something happen to Beal. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper off the mark.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Josh Richardson missed his first. That one goes.
You see, the great playmakers see the shot before it ever happens. They recognized how they were being guarded on the previous set, and then they make the necessary adjustments.
Beal. No good. That's great defense. To Embiid. Deep left corner. Josh Richardson. That's off the side of the rim. Short. The follow won't go either. Layup goes down. Well done.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Here we go. Here we go.
Simmons to Horford. Not that time. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
As a team, when you establish your dominance in the paint early, it's critical to your offense because it eventually opens up the perimeter down the stretch.
To Tobias Harris. For three, they snuffed it out. Tobias Harris missed it.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Simmons with it. Down 4. To Tobias Harris. Embiid, good for 2.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Almost, and he's not getting the call.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Josh Richardson sends it away.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Simmons to Richardson. Shot from the lane won't go. Wall with it up top. Leads a bucket. Beal. Easy path to the rim.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Harris to Embiid. Lets it fly from long range. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Ben Simmons rejects it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Right down the lane, but the shot won't go.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guy trying to drop the layup in.
Simmons to Embiid. Joel Embiid. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Beal. The screen sets him up for 2.
Bread and butter. And there are few that can do it better off the screen.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Simmons. Beal to Wall. Beasley to Beal. Has a chance. Can't connect. Harris to Embiid. To Simmons. And scores.
Had a difficult first quarter. Couldn't really find his rhythm, but you got 3 more left to play.
Beal to Beasley. Al tips it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Richardson. Tough shot. Well defended. Beal. 4-3. Missed it. Oh, Ben Simmons. 2 of 4 now.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Into the front court. It's Wall. Shot clock turned off as they get a chance to build their lead. Beyond the arc for 3. That's rebounded by Philadelphia. This for the tie. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it. That's it for the first quarter. We have a tie ball game. All's our score after 1. Let's do it here in the second quarter. Sixers control it. To Embiid. Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called. Take stock of the floor. Bradley Beal. He's 3 for 7.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Off the assist.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
From the painted area, won't go down. Embiid to Richardson from long range. And Josh Richardson, zero hesitation on that one. Buries the 3.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun, but the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Nothing going here on that drive. Doesn't have the touch. No good. To Richardson. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Thomas with the basketball. They're down 3. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Isaiah Thomas trying to cash in on a 3-point play. A career 87% from the line. Got it. Simmons with it. He'll run the offense. Count the basket inside.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Wall to Thomas. Off the mark.
See, when good shooters catch, they just shoot. When bad shooters catch, they become hesitant, reluctant. That's the first sign of a guy that doesn't have confidence.
Washington basketball. Probing the defense. Wall to Thomas. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Simmons to the basket, but his shot stays out. Into the front court comes Wall. Down 2.
Oh, they called the foul, Jay.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. a foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
John Wall at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 78% at the line. He's got it. Three-point play on that trip. Here's Simmons with it up top. Down by 1. Now a steal by Washington.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
To Horford. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Wizards at the controls.
Oh, yeah, go by.
Thomas to Wall. Now a steal by Philly. Josh Richardson, 4 out of 10.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
In the front court comes Simmons. They trail by 1. To Richardson. And he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Josh Richardson at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 78% at the line. Nope. First one does not go. No good. Missed them both. Wall across the timeline. Leads just a point. Screen coming. Thomas to Wall. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
Rises for the slam.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA Awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
It's Washington with the basketball. Wall to Beasley. Nothing going here on that drive. Wall to Thomas. Joel Embiid with the block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Simmons to Tobias Harris. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Still hasn't hit from deep in the first half. No good. Wall into the front court. Under a minute to go before halftime. To Thomas. Beasley. Joel Embiid pins it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Wall with it up top. The margin is 3 as we approach halftime. That ball's out of bounds off one of the Wizards. Philadelphia with the basketball. Simmons to Embiid. Shot from in close, no good. Into the front court, it's Wall. His guys should be able to get the final shot. deep three at the buzzer. Isaiah Thomas is going to get a chance at three here. He's perfect from the line so far. And he connects on the first free throw. Second and three, no good. So a tie one as we reach the break in a one-point game. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Let's get right into the action here. The 76ers are in a tight battle after two quarters. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Wizards aren't down by much after two quarters.
And without question, they can put themselves in a position to win this game if they continue to rack up the assists.
These are the guys getting buckets for the Washington Wizards.
Game track. Assists.
The first half is exactly what coaches want to see from their players offensively. The ball is moving, players are taking great shots, and the assist totals keep going up.
Player of the half.
Joel Embiid
has been making the competition look silly on the defensive end.
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going.
Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
The shot clock for Philadelphia. Horford buries it on the catch and shoot.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those three things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
The rebound belongs to the 76ers. Horford smothering D.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To Wall. Ben Simmons able to recover with the block. That's his third block this evening.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Wall. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. Al Horford going to the line to shoot two.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just gotta let them play, ref.
Al Horford has got 2 shots coming. Shoots it at 75% for his career. And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Into the front court comes Wall. The deficit is 6. Beal to Wall. Down to 5 on the 24. Bradley Beal, now 4 for 9.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
And he'll go to the foul line.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
Al Horford, a couple of free throws on the way. Hasn't missed yet. Knocks down the first. And gets both to drop at the line. Wizards have it. To Beasley. Beal. Deep left corner. JaVale McGee to Beal. Going along beyond the arc. He was all over him.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Wall across the timeline. Now down 6.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. And a putback slam.
Leadership's greatest values occur in between the lines and not necessarily in the box score. And that's the type of leader that Al Horford is. He's the first all-star free agent to choose Boston in decades. And let me tell you this, the legacy of greatness runs deep in the family. His father, Tito Horford, was the first Dominican basketball player to ever play in the league, which goes to show you why Al has such a great feel for the game.
Joel Embiid. He's now 4 for 6.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
Nice pass to set things up.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Simmons to Horford. That pass stolen by the Wizards. Knocked loose. Sixers have it. Can't connect from inside. Wall into the front court. Down 6. To Beal. Sixers have the basketball. Has a look. Slams it home on the putback.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Now the Wizards going to take the timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Time for some new personnel into the game.
For Washington, number 28,
Wall to Beal. That's rebounded by Embiid. To Simmons. Trying to cash in. Wide open. Too easy. You can't give him that look.
I hear so many players talk about, oh, my skill set is this or my skill set is that. How about your skill set is your effort on the defensive end? That's something we don't talk about as much as we need to.
Gets it in the left corner. Almost. Unlucky bounce to Tobias Harris. Got it.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Wall with it up top. The deficit now up to a dozen. Counter basket at the rim.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Oh, emphatic slam.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Wizards with the basketball. To Beasley. Horford.
That's me. I got ball.
Josh Richardson. That's off the side of the rim. No good. Rebound cleared by Philly. Richardson. And drills it. Jay, spacing can be a beautiful thing.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
John Wall goes to work. A tough shot. Hand in his face. He makes them pay.
Can we all just agree that that handle is next level, but that jumper is wet too?
Into the front court. It's Wall. The deficit now up to 13. Slams it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Just inside the arc, at the buzzer. That ends the third quarter, and the 76ers have to be feeling good. The Wizards in control of the basketball as we start the fourth. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ball game.
And Josh Richardson, tough make there. Knocks it down with the defender all over him.
Defense, do the math. You force him to take tough twos, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
Nothing going here on that drive. Swings it to Beal. Fight to shoot for Washington. Shot won't go. To Richardson. That's out. Last touch by Josh Richardson. And the finish at the rim.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
To Richardson. Fires the 3. And Josh Richardson, 0 hesitation on that one. Buries the 3.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a 3 is like shooting a layup.
A bad pass as the Sixers come up with the steal.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
To Richardson. Here's a chance from long range. Josh Richardson is going to get 3 shots here. He's struggled so far. First one goes down. Second and 3 is good.
Into the game for Washington, number 13, Thomas Bryant.
And he cashes in at the line. 3 for 3. Washington basketball.
Who gonna do this?
Beal to Thomas. Probing the defense. Thomas takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
Look, the most efficient offenses are the ones with the highest number of assists. There are only 5 teams in the league that average 25 assists or more.
Simmons to Tobias Harris. Simmons to Richardson. Fires the 3. Knocks it down and the foul. And a chance now at a 4-point play.
If you're the defender, you can't keep your hand outwards in the pocket of the shooter. The offensive player recognized that. He raked his arms into yours on his way up to take the shot. That's a foul every time.
Josh Richardson with a chance at a 4-point play. At this juncture, he's shooting 60% from the line. And he hits. To Thomas. Nothing going here on that drive. Thomas. Joel Embiid sends it away. Ooh, 5 now. They've recovered it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Wizards at the controls. Thomas to Beal. Here comes the screen. Thomas to Beal. Wide open look, won't go.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
And he's going to the line to shoot.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
First one, count it.
Subbing in for Washington, number 11.
Able to convert on both free throws. Harris to Embiid. Short jumper off the mark. Thomas across the timeline. Down a bundle. From the painted area, won't go down. Smith, short jumper misses.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Takes it coast to coast, and the strong finish at the rim.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
And the finish, slam dunk.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine, and you call it a day.
Here comes the screen. Thomas. Cleared out by Embiid.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Into the front court comes Wall. His guys down big. Joel Embiid with a piece. Incredible. 6 tonight.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft rooms. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Simmons driving, but a shot no good. It's Washington with the basketball. To Wall.
1 minute left in the
Josh Richardson. Huge block.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Wall across the timeline. He'll run the offense. The shot, almost. The Sixers with 4 to shoot for 3. Tobias Harris is going to get a chance at 3 here. A career 81% free throw shooter. First free throw is good. It's the second. One more coming.
number 7, JaVale McGee.
Perfect from the line. Hits all 3 of them. Josh Richardson swats it. The Sixers are victorious as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Taylor Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers put their opponents away in a blowout. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored. For the Philadelphia 76ers, the Wizards seemed to give up on this game as it got more challenging. My advice for these guys is not to watch any TV tonight because it's not going to help them forget about this game. Everyone is going to be talking about this one. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Washington Wizards.
Game track. Defense.
The Philadelphia 76ers put under pressure defensively in this game. And in return, they put back some blocks and steals on the stat sheet. Not only that, they put a W in the win column. And that's everyone's favorite stat.
Player of the game.
Simmons seemed to think he could only score points with dunks in this game. Again and again. He kept throwing them down. And it was just astonishing.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete. But even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. We handpicked them for you. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here's what's coming up for the Philadelphia 76ers. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.